We started doing the Great Race following, I guess I was 14 or 15, and me and my grandmother and my couple of my cousins, we were following Beth and my papa along the way. And in '06, my papa had the bright idea. He bought me and my cousin a '29 Model A with a flight head in it, and said me and him needed to go great racing. So we worked on it at Mr. Billy Cawthorn's shop. Got it ready. We made it to Texas a couple months before the main race for the big 2-week race, and we were running rookie, of course, and we went out there and won the Great Race Texas in the rookie division, and then we ran the big race in '06, and we've just been doing it our whole life, whether we're following it or chasing it or whatever you want to call it, or competing in it. That's just what we've been doing. For this particular event, it really wasn't that much work. Papa had all the car top notch. Everything was perfect. We went to Grove, Oklahoma about a month and a half ago, and that was the first time Beth and I ever rallied together, and it took us, I think it was a 3-day event, and finally on the 3rd day I think we got it all figured out how we needed to do it, and we actually won the last day. And when we got back from Grove, I just drove the car around a little bit, checked everything on it, and adjusted the brakes up so we could make it this week, and here we are. Luckily, we've had no problems as of yet. When it come to the driving, naturally the navigator seat was already taken, and we, like I said before, my cousin and I done it in '06, and I was driving and he was navigating, and I'm not really sure how we come up with that combination, but it seemed to work. And when Papa passed away, my little niece, she said something about not being able to go great racing anymore, and I said, not only are we still going to go great racing, we're going to go win it. And I would say I was being partially sarcastic at the time, trying to make light of the situation, but here we are, and that's what we're going to do from here on, I reckon. Well, the time endurance rally part, there's a lot more endurance to it on some days than there are others, but it's definitely endurance. When you start at 6:30, 7:30 in the morning, the mornings seem to go by pretty good, but just being like, particularly our car, we don't have a top, and the sun's just beating down, or if it's raining, we've had a couple days of rain. It wears you down. You don't even realize it. I was telling someone out in the parking lot earlier that it's like when you notice the last sign of the day, it's amazing how as soon as you go up under that sign, you're like, oh, like all of a sudden something comes over and you're like, man, I'm tired. And it's really, they're, trying to sit there, your feet work, driving, your feet work more than anything. Your legs get all crammed up in there, but it's a lot more. There's a lot of endurance in it. I'm not looking for any sympathy, but all these older guys out there and gals riding around all day in this heat and weather and rain and cold, there's a lot more to it than people think. Well, in the competition part of the rally, you look at it. I mean, for us, we have a trucking business. You have everything from doctors to lawyers to some of the smartest people in the country, or even in the world, in this event. And it's just a pride thing and it's really all about the brain work that the navigator has to do, but you also have to go the right speed. And when you start competing against people that smart, then you take pride in out-thinking them or out-guessing them or however you want to call it on the rallying situation. And, I mean, you've got people here, we're competing against people that have done this every year they've been doing one. And when they start coming up to you and asking you about what you had at this checkpoint or how you're going to do this, or did you see this instruction, or questions like that, then it really makes you feel good about working. Like I said, I've only competed in one big great race and maybe 3 or 4 regional events. And when you compete with them guys like we're competing with them this week or this year, it really makes you feel good about what you can do. Well, when we, of course, I wish I wasn't here, in this position right now, just mainly because of the circumstances. But when my cousin and I done it in '06, we done it the next year, and after that, we both were young and had stuff going on, and we didn't go to a lot of the regional events, and things just didn't work out to where we could, and there wasn't any after that, and we really weren't interested in just going to the regional events, and so here when I got ready to do this, I mean I love doing it. The people, you can't find, there's not a better group of people I would want to hang out with for a whole week and be on what we call vacation. And so when the opportunity arose, here we are.